know what today is? Reg Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you, I've had some great input from some subscribers this week into questions about some of the regs. The one that I chose to go over tonight deals with logging versus acting pilot in command. And here is the story. We have a private pilot who just got their private pilot certification a few months ago. They wanted to now go and get trained in a Piper Arrow, which has retractable gear. It's actually considered a complex aircraft, not just because of the retractable gear, because of the other things as well. But nonetheless, it requires that in order for the student, for the private pilot to rent this aircraft from the school, they had to go through some training with the CFI locally there at the school, and then they must also receive a complex endorsement, and all this flight time and the complex endorsement must have been sent to the insurance company for them to be qualified to rent the aircraft from the school. So what happened was the student had performed a couple of flights with their flight instructor, and someone had told them that they were not able to log pilot in command time during that training because they didn't have the complex endorsement. Well, that's not entirely true, and we're going to look at that and find out why. So even though the person wasn't properly endorsed to fly the airplane, they were appropriately rated to fly the airplane. And that means that the pilot that was doing the training in the Piper Archer actually had airplane single engine land. So they were qualified to log the PIC time. But where we're missing the mark here on this particular discussion is the two different things, the ability to act and the ability to log. So can the private pilot training in the Piper Arrow or any complex aircraft that's single engine respective to what he currently has, can they log PIC? The answer is yes. That's in conjunction with 61.51 under logging PIC time, and that meets the requirements of that. But can they act as PIC? And they cannot, because if we go to 6131 Echo, it says no person, no pilot may act as PIC. Okay, so as long as the flight instructor has the complex endorsement, then you're good to go. There's a PIC on board, someone's able to act as PIC, but they couldn't act as PIC, but they could log PIC. And then we always know that as long as there's a flight instructor in there working, they're always logging no matter what. If they're working as a flight instructor, boom, it's PIC time, because that's the way the regs are written. It says as long as there's a PI, as long as the flight instructor's in there doing their job, well, they're always logging PIC, and they can act as PIC as well, as long as they're acting as a flight instructor and they meet all the requirements to act as a flight instructor in that particular aircraft. So what I'd like for you to do, pop on over to 61.51, look at the portion there on logging PIC, and then I want you to pop on over to 6131. Echo is what that is for the complex aircraft, and complex airplane. I said complex aircraft, that's not true. It's not complex aircraft, it's complex airplane. We don't have any other category of aircraft that are considered complex except an airplane. I'm Todd Shelnut with CFI Pro Courses. I hope you learned something this week. Tune in next Wednesday for another great edition of Regulations Wednesdays. Bye-bye.